Alright, so Game 5 between the Oilers and the Panthers has just concluded, and the Oilers are the ones that get the victory. They will be taking the series back to Edmonton, and even though Florida is still up 3-2 in this series, I am about to get it in the comment section down below. And fair enough, when I say comments like the Florida Panthers should not be worried at all, I understand that I'm putting a massive target on my back, and when it pays off, it pays off. But when it doesn't, like tonight, I gotta be prepared for Oiler Nation. And as soon as the game ended, I hadn't even posted anything about this game. People were already racing into my comments to chirp me, which fair enough. But it did surprise me as well, and honestly, I'm quite flattered. The first thing that you think about after the game is, I gotta go let Dino know, I gotta go chirp him. So fair enough, I mean, priorities are priorities. I love the back and forth, and I wouldn't be dishing it out if I couldn't take it in return. But regardless, this was a very good hockey game to watch, and if you're wondering why the Panthers lost this game, it's because of this man right here, Connor McDavid. 4 points again tonight. This guy's moving different. He's no longer McGoalless. He's Mick 8 points in his last 2 games. So nothing I can say about that. He's on a mission, and the Florida Panthers are going to have to do a better job of trying to contain him, which is pretty hard to do, but they've done it before, so I have faith they'll be able to do it once again. But yeah, this series just got interesting. Game 6 will be on Friday night, but before we talk about that, let's jump into Game 5, starting off with the first period of play. To start off the game, it's the Oilers and Connor Brown, someone who I didn't even know was still capable of being able to score goals at the NHL level, scores one of the biggest goals of the season for the Oilers. On the penalty kill, he gets a break, makes a nice move around Bobrovsky, and tucks it in. 1-0 for the Oil. The Panthers had some chances before and after that goal, but weren't able to get anything by Stuart Skinner. The score remains 1-0 at the break. The second period is where things really took off, as early on it's the Oilers on a power play. Evan Bouchard with a shot deflects off of Zach Hyman and finds its way into the back of the net. 2-0 for the Oilers, and then later on it's McDavid on a sharp angle. Bobrovsky doesn't even react to it, and it finds its way into the back of the net. Suddenly, it is a 3-0 lead for the Oilers, and the Panthers are looking a little bit more stressed on the bench. But it's Matthew Tkachuk who starts the surge back for the Panthers as he gets them on the board. A pretty terrible pinch from Bouchard leaves him all alone, and he fires it by Skinner. But shortly after that, it's Connor McDavid once again, and what can you really say about this guy, man? He is in his bag as he pulls out this trick, pulls it over to Perry, and Corey Perry restores the Oilers' 3-goal lead. But not for long, because just a couple of seconds later, it's the Panthers who strike right back. A shot there, a bit of a scramble in front, and Evan Rodriguez is the one who gets the final touch. 4-2 is the score as we head to the second intermission. Early on in the third period, it's been all Florida Panthers, the Oilers on their heels. Tkachuk makes a nice dish over to OEL, and Ekman Larsson scores his second goal of the postseason. It's a 4-3 hockey game that's really heating up, and then later on in the period, it's Matthew Tkachuk with a great chance to tie it up, but unfortunately for him, it just skips by the net. That one was a close call, and then in the dying minutes, it's Matthew Tkachuk who goes all out to save this puck, stretches out to keep it out of the net, but unfortunately for him, OEL gives up on the play. McDavid picks it up, and he fires it home to make it 5-3 for the Oilers. They wrap this one up, and they will be taking it back to Edmonton. So yeah, this series has become a series, as after taking a 3-0 lead, the Florida Panthers have now lost their last 2 games, and now the Oilers going back home have a chance to send it back to Florida and force a Game 7. Hey man, it's heating up, it's getting interesting, and now obviously I am going for the Panthers to win this series. Big shocker, I know, but obviously the Panthers aren't my favorite team in the league, so them losing isn't the be-all end-all. So right now, obviously I'm not stressed or anything or worried. To the Panthers fans that do watch these videos, you're probably a little bit more worried, I can't lie, right? Like, it's Game 6 now. You had the 3-0 lead, 3-1, now it's 3-2, you're going back to Edmonton. I mean, it's just not ideal. And give all credit to Edmonton, every time their back has been against the wall, they've shown up with a good performance. Nothing bad you can say about that. But the bottom line is, if you want to win the Stanley Cup, it was never going to be easy. And when you start the second period as bad as that, even after you get the 3-1 goal, to give one up immediately, it's a pretty big hole to dig yourself out of. And dog, I don't know, man, after an 8-1 loss, you would expect a little bit better of a performance than that. So yeah, I did think that the Panthers were going to get the job done, but they didn't. And as I said before, full credit to Edmonton. To Panthers fans out there, you just gotta have some faith, alright? You have 2 chances left to win it, and anything can happen. Anyways, that's all from me, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll be sure to catch you all after Game 6. Peace out, and take care.